Hi, ladies. My name is Akila, and I've been looking at a lot of videos lately on YouTube, where people are talking about, you know, looking for their queen, and I looked at a video of Splash, and Splash was breaking it down to the single women about the studs, and I have to agree with Splash. There are too many uptight women. The women are so fast to say that they want a good woman or a good mate, I should say. But it doesn't seem like that's what they want. It seems like they want something else other than that. They want trash. And those of us single studs, we're out here looking for the good women, but the good women are looking elsewhere, so we're still out there fishing. Now, I will say that I came across a book that was very, very helpful. And there's a book called The Four Agreements, and it's also a book called The Fifth Agreement. Those books are very, very good to read as far as relationships. It helps you and it opens your mind and it lets you see that you can't always blame yourself for how a person acts or what they do, because that's just who they are and that's just what they want to do. So, ladies, if you're in a relationship or just got out of a relationship and you had a partner that was just a cheater, sweetheart, it's because that's what they wanted to do. Okay? Now let me break it down. It's not your fault that they cheated. That's what they chose to do. Cheating is not a mistake. It's a choice. You choose to do it or not to do it. Temptation is a motherfucker. And excuse my French, but it is. It is one of the hardest things in the world to fight. But if you really are in a relationship with someone and you really love the person that you're in a relationship with, cheating would be the last thing from your mind. Why? Because you know that if you cheat, you're going to hurt the person that you say you really, really care about, and then it's going to cause all kinds of problems. But if you cheat and you're still doing it, you have no feelings for the person that you were in a relationship with, or you are in a relationship with. You don't have any kind of emotions for them. You don't have any feelings for them. You don't care. So those are the type of women that you stay away from. If they don't care, leave them be. If it's worth fighting for, fight for. But if it's not, let it go. Because there are some things in life and some women in life that aren't good for your spirit, man. We got to learn how to be content with what we have and what we got going on until we get the right one. I've been looking for the right one. But my thing is, I'm going to wait until she comes to me. I'm one, I must confess, I don't approach women that often. I would let the woman come to me, or I will wait for a sign from her before I will go and just say, hey, this is what it is, da 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 da. I don't do that. I let her come to me. And I was reading a book by Gary Chapman, and it's called The 5 Love Languages. And one thing I realized with that is that every woman has a love language. And if you don't operate in her love language, or speak to her, I should say, in her love language, you're not going to get the results that you want. You're not going to have a good relationship with her. Why? Because you're speaking in your love language, but she's not receiving it. And, studs are so into, oh, let me give my woman flowers all the time and da 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 da. Your woman's love language might not be accepting flowers or gifts from you. Her love language may simply be words of affirmation. You just tell her, baby, you're beautiful today. Baby, you smell good today. These are things that you do. And the 5 love languages, I'm going to give them to you, please. And if you don't believe me, go look them up. Google them. What are the 5 love languages? I'm telling you, it's awesome. I read the book in a couple of hours. That's how good the book was to me. The first love language is words of affirmation, where you tell her good things. If you are around friends, you tell your friends, hey, my woman is awesome. My woman is sweet. She's beautiful. I love her. You tell your friends that too. And in return, they'll go back and they'll tell her, hey, you know what? Your woman said that you're beautiful. Your woman said she loves you. Your woman said you're special. And that makes her feel good, you know? It makes her really, really just like, And if that's her love language, you're gonna make her feel so overwhelmed till, hey, you don't know what she might do when you get home. You know, she might run you a bathtub full of water with some rose petals in it and some bubble bath. You never know. She might cook a nice romantic dinner and y'all, chill and hang out. You never know what's going to come from that, if that is her love language. Quality time is another love language. You can take 20 minutes out your day, 30 minutes out your day, every day, to talk to your woman, see how her day was, see what she's thinking. Put time into her. Show her, without the cell phone going off and without the calls, that you can be into her. Women want to know that you're into them. And it's not a bad thing, but it can be if that's not her love language. She may have something else going on, but receiving gifts is the 3rd love language. There are some women that if you give them gifts, that's their love language. And you don't have to always go out here and buy something. You can get you some construction paper and make her a card, write it, decorate it however you want, or if you are a crafter, you can knit her something, whatever, and give it to her. And because it comes from the heart, if she truly loves you, she'll take it and she'll hold it so close to her heart, she'll never let it go. The 4th one is acts of service, where you do things to show her. Cook her dinner. Run her some bubble bath with bubbles and rose petals in it. Light some candles. Turn off the lights. While she's in the tub, just go in there and say, baby, you want me to wash your bath? Baby, hey, be soft with it. Be gentle. Be very gentle. And show her that you are into her. Cater to her. Not every good woman can take a stud catering to them, but I do agree with being submissive. And I think that both parties should be submissive, the stud and the femme. When you are submissive to your partner and your partner is submissive to you, it's an easier road. And it makes things better. But if you have one that's argumentative and you have another one that's passive, it don't work. It doesn't really work. The 5th is physical touch. Some people like to be held. Some people say that sex is their act of love. I can't knock it, can't say it isn't, because it's one of the 5. So, who am I to judge? But I'm going to give them to you again. Words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch are the 5 love languages of a woman. And like I said, this book has taught me and showed me a lot of things. See, the author is Gary Chapman. The book is The Heart of the 5 Love Languages, New York Times bestseller. The Secret to Love That Lasts. And it's nothing wrong with giving flowers to your woman and everything like that. I'm not saying it is. But that may not be her love language. Her love language may be you just speaking kind words to her. If you speak kind words to her, you'll get better results. But then again, you may not have the woman that is really going to be there with you through the thick and the thin. You have women that are so fast or so quick to run off at the first sign of trouble. But why run off at the first sign of trouble? If you run at the first sign of trouble, then that lets me know that, hey, we have no connection. And I don't think that it's fair. I don't think it's fair that we should have to deal with that, but we do. And it's really a hard thing for us because we're the good guys. And I did agree with Splash when Splash put in her video that we think like a nigga. Because we do. The stud's mentality is so much like a man's mentality till it's unreal. Like, I can actually sit with femme women and feel their pain and talk to them and give them advice. And then I'll sit with the niggas and I'll be able to communicate with them and I can be able to tell them, yo, this is what you need to do. And I think that's the most amazing thing about being a stud is that the barrier. You reach the women as well as the men. And even though I'm a stud, I don't have any problems wearing heels, wearing a suit. I don't have any problems with that. One thing I do know is that I'm content with me. So I can put on a nice business suit, feminine business suit, and put on a pair of heels and look just as good as I would if I was to put on a male suit and the shoes. Hey, because honestly, I am a woman. I'm a woman first. My role that I play, stud, is just that. It's a role that I play because my woman is a femme. That's what I chose. I chose to be the stud. So therefore, hey, it's who I am, but it does not make me into that, oh, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, da 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 da. No, it's not the controlling type. I'm a very passive person. I always try to figure out how to work problems out without all the arguing and all the fussing and bickering all the time. And I was always taught that there is a way that you can handle it by how you say what you say. And that's another thing. When you talk to people, talk to them with the respect that you would want them to give to you. Don't go at them with a nasty ass attitude, because no one's going to listen to you with an attitude like that. No one's going to pay attention to what's going on with the attitude like that. Nobody is.